Alright guys, this is going to be a real quick video on my updated EDC. We try to turn out one of these about every 4 to 6 months, David and I, because we do rotate gear. It doesn't stay the same all the time. So I'm going to apologize in advance for any audio problems because there's a thunderstorm actually brewing outside, so the audio may be a little wonky. Anyway, let's get right to it. First thing that I do carry almost daily, and I don't actually have it in the video because it's in my car, because it actually goes in my pocket once I get into the car, is a pocket medical kit. This was actually given to me by David. It has it's basically a little blowout kit. It's only about maybe 4 inches by 6 inches, weighs a few ounces. Has a tourniquet, has quick clot gauze, has some other little odds and ends in there, but basically it's just a nice little pocket medical blowout kit. Nice to have on you, doesn't take up a whole lot of space, very light. Next up, I have my keys, which I know it's an old school setup, but hey, carabiner, and I have a lot of keys, so yeah, there's my keys. Next up is my wallet, of course. Standard wallet, nothing special about it. I do have a little window on the outside that does have my handgun carry permit in it. That way, if I'm actually pulled over, I can show them this first thing. That way, you know, they know I do have a permit and we can proceed from there. But I like that to be the first thing that's clearly visible to the officer right there. So there's my wallet. What else? I carry a knife in my back pocket, and it's my everyday beater, I guess you could say. I use this for mundane tasks, opening boxes, letters, whatever. It's just a little Beretta, aluminum, skeletonized blade. Got a little thumb stud on it. Weighs 2 ounces, very lightweight. And I carry this in my back pocket, and like I said, that's just my everyday use knife to kind of preserve my tactical blade. Speaking of tactical blades, this is the one I'm carrying now. Have been carrying this one for, I guess, close to a year now, and it is, I'll get a little bit closer to the camera there. It is a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. As you can see, I got a little lanyard on there. Very nice blade. Have nothing but good things to say about this. Probably, I would say definitely, this is my favorite Spyderco blade of all time right here. Next up would be my flashlight, which I carry in my left side pocket, and this is the Eagle Tac Clicky 25 DC. Basically, it uses one CR123 battery, 317 lumens out the front. I have mine set up for 3 modes. I have moonlight mode, which is just a very, as soon as you click it, it just puts out very little bit of light here. I think like maybe 2 or 3 lumens or whatever, for reading, so it doesn't blind you, you know, to see how to get your keys in the door, etc. The next level up is about 200, 250 lumens, and then the next level up is, as you can see, very, very bright, 317 lumens. For a 1 battery, 1 CR123 flashlight, this is awesome. In fact, I would go so far as to say this is the best tactical flashlight I've ever owned. So, very small, as you can see. I do not have big hands. I have relatively small hands, and you can see the size of this. It's maybe 3 inches long, weighs practically nothing. I have not changed the batteries out in this light in the year that I have had it, and it's still as bright as it ever was. And there's been a couple of times I accidentally left it on for a while, and it's still, like I said, as bright as it ever was. Battery life is great on it. I love it. I love everything about this flashlight. Next up is my carry gun. That has changed since the last video. The knife is the same, flashlight's the same. The actual carry gun has changed. I no longer carry the car CM9. I actually switched over. I have the same kind of holster, but the actual gun has changed, and right now I'm carrying, this is a Glock 43, factory bone stock Glock 43. Yes, it is loaded. Corbon 115 grain jacketed hollow point plus P. And this is my everyday carry gun now, the Glock 43. I always said that if Glock ever produced a handgun that actually fit my hand, that's all I would carry, and that's what I got now. I waited until the price dropped a little bit. I paid a pretty decent price for this. Didn't get them when they first came out, but as soon as the price dropped, I snagged one of these and I absolutely love it. It is a tight driver, very controllable, and I'm very comfortable having 7 shots. The holster is actually a inside the waistband Kydex holster by PJ. PJ Holster, he's out of Florida, I believe. And on the other side, I carry a spare magazine, also in a PJ holster. And that's my everyday carry, guys. Nothing complicated, nothing fancy. The most important thing is that the gear is solid, it's high quality, it fits you and your lifestyle in your hands, so you will actually carry it and use it regularly. And the main thing is, guys, just get out and practice with your gear. You can have the best of the best gear, but if you don't get out, you don't practice with it, you don't use it regularly, it's going to be worthless to you. So that's a quick overview at mine and David's EDC, and I hope you got something out of the video. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, it's David from the Realistic Prepper and the YouTube channel Florida Prepper. I'm here today for an updated EDC video. I'm doing this in conjunction with my podcast with my buddy Jack over at the Realistic Prepper. Please forgive any background noise or lack of lighting. I'm in a hotel room to film this. So let's get started with the smaller things and we'll lead up to the handgun, which obviously I'm sure most of you are interested in. My EDC system, it has a base of you know, the gun, the wallet, the Apple Watch, the tourniquet. I would say that my knife and my flashlight switch out the most. Though I do work in a business casual environment, so I'm able to wear dress jeans or more of a khakis to work with a golf shirt untucked. So I am able to conceal at work, conceal carry, and that's generally how I dress throughout the day. And on the weekend as well, I will wear a t-shirt like the one I have on, and jeans. I do live in Florida. It does get hot. I do wear shorts sometimes, but I just prefer to wear pants. So let's get started. So first is the wallet. You know, back in the day, I really like fancy wallets like Louis Vuitton, Coach, or whatever. But those aren't very practical when it comes to, you know, everyday abuse and carry. So I love the Recycled Firefighter. Look him up if you haven't already. He basically makes gear out of decommissioned firefighting material, fire hose, whatever. This is one of his wallets. I forget what it's called. I will show you inside. That's my city ID, so no one can freak out. Oh, I saw your, you know, information that has my name, which you already know. Hold your cards right here. I have about 5 IDs behind this sleeve. It has plenty of room, and then plenty of room for cash and more cards back there. I sit on this all day. I'm not a small person, so this looks like the day I bought it. Great material. I believe this one is a decommissioned fire hose. Next up is a tourniquet. I'm a firm believer if you carry something that can make a hole, you need to be able to patch the hole. So this is just a normal tourniquet that I carry, and the only difference is I keep a little, it's called dude wipes, but it's just a wet wipe in case, you know, you have a bad meal or you need to get clean and fresh downstairs. So make sure you keep one of those wipes handy, and to have it attached to my tourniquet is just easy because this goes in my back right pocket, this goes in my back left pocket, so it fits there pretty easy. And I sit on this all day. The only times I will take these out of my back pocket is like for a longer road trip. Sometimes I'll take the wallet out. So we'll put that to the side. Next is, get this out of the way, my Apple Watch. This is the original one, 42 millimeter, whatever they call it. It has one of the newer bands though. You know, these are okay. It's more of a notification device. I don't use the apps on here, but I'm filming this on my iPhone 7 Plus, so you know, that's why you can't see the phone. But yeah, Apple Watch. My flashlight, this does change up. I don't keep this flashlight all the time. I have a drawer full, and I just bought several today at the NRA show here in Atlanta. This is the Olight H1R Nova. It has a magnetic charging at the bottom, which I just keep that charger next to my bed on my nightstand, and I can just charge it during the night. But really, I charge it once every few weeks. It keeps a good charge. It has several levels you can put this on. It does. You got to be careful with it. With the button being on top and the clip like this, when you put it in your pocket, you can accidentally turn it on. But I like it because you can hold it like this, and also it comes with a strap where you can use this as a headlamp. So I have several of these O-lights. I think they're pretty cool. I have the normal ones and then this H1R Nova. I just like the way it's small, compact, and it works pretty well. For my knife, right now I've been in a multi-tool mood. I'm carrying this Leatherman Skeletal CX. You know, it has just the blade. Then it has, you know, your standard, you know, pair of pliers, and then a little bit kit right there. Nothing special. It's one of their more basic multi-tools. Bottle opener there, so and several other functions. But it's nice, you know, not that this is cheap, but, you know, basically, guys, come on, unless we're doing bushcraft, I work in accounting and I'm a vice mayor, so this opens Amazon boxes. Let's just get real. So the fact I'm not, you know, using one of my nicer, like Benchmade or whatever knives on boxes, I'm using my Leatherman, and also sometimes you need other tools besides a knife, and this one has it. But I just bought a Benchmade knife today at the NRA show, so I'll probably be switching this out pretty soon. This is a great thing to keep in your rotation. Is a multi-tool. I have other Leathermans as well, but this one's light enough to carry. It has a nice low-profile clip there for your pocket. Probably the tool I use the most is the pen. I've tried many tactical quote-unquote pens, and they look kind of gnarly and whatever. And if you listen to my podcast, one tool that I like to use as a TSA-friendly self-defense item is a good pen. You know, if you had to, you can really, you know, use this. All right. This is made by my buddy Cameron. We will make sure to link him down below. I think it's Cam Designs, or it's down below. He makes really high quality pens. We've mentioned him before on the podcast, and I highly recommend his pens because they look good enough for business, but they can do some damage if they need to. Next is my firearm. As the shirt implies, I am a Glock fanboy, but this is not a Glock in front of you. This is the SIG P320, 9mm in the compact model. They have several. This is several different variations of this. I have been carrying Glocks for a very long time. I have multiple of them, and I still maintain that my Glock 19 is probably my most favorite gun, but I decided to give this Sig Sauer P320 a try. I am not a gun expert, guys. So I'm not going to review how great the gun works, but I absolutely love this setup. Probably this is the largest gun that I've carried every day, but with this holster, which I will talk about in a second, I'm able to carry it, you know, and I conceal it pretty well. I mean, if you know what you're looking for to look for a gun, you can tell probably that I'm carrying a gun. But it works out great. I chose the tan color, but the great thing about the P320 is you can switch out the frame. The trigger system is the only serial part of the gun, and it absolutely comes out. It's a completely modular gun system. Again, without getting too gunsmith on you all, because that's not my area of expertise. I'm also not the best shot in the world, and with this gun at the range, I'm fairly accurate. On the rail here, I have a Surefire XC1. I'm a firm believer in having lights on your defense guns, or well, all guns for that matter, that can have lights. And yeah, this is not safety checked. There's one in the chamber ready to go if I were to go bang, but I'm not an idiot, and I keep my finger off the trigger. I like what James Yeager said, that some of these YouTube channels should be called, you know, safety checked. You know, come on, just be smart about it. My guns stay loaded. But anyway, this gun has served me well. I really enjoy shooting it at the range. I've not had it long enough to tell you kind of a long-term review on the gun, but it's not failed me yet, and it's great. I do want to get the black frame for it to kind of switch them in and out when I'm getting bored. I want to try to see what the two-tone looks of the black and the tan together. It's just a cool-looking gun. It you know, I'm sure SIG fanboys would hate me saying this, but it feels like my Glock. And for somebody, for the average guy like me, just wants a high quality handgun who's used to Glock, this makes sense. It just works. So obviously, you know, your gun has to have a proper holster. Holsters are everything, guys. When I started getting involved in carrying my gun daily, I started just pocket carrying a Bodyguard 380. Now, guys, carrying something's better than nothing, but you know, I've even had some holsters that I'm embarrassed to talk about. But I finally got in the big boy leagues here. This is a Kydex holster, NSR Tactical. I believe his name is David White, but I'll link down below if I'm incorrect on that. But anyway, NSR Tactical. This is a James Yeager holster. He basically commissioned this holster from NSR Tactical. This one was custom made, so it did take about 6 weeks after I ordered it to get it. He does have some that are ready to ship in 1 week on the website, especially for the Glocks. Because mine was the SIG with the XC1, it took a little more customization. But I've never seen a better Kydex job than from NSR. I mean, this thing's absolutely amazing, guys. I love the belt loops, or sorry, not belt loops. The belt clips on here. I've never owned a holster like this. I've always had the little, you know, just clips that go over the belt. And the fact that these, you know, snap over your belt has much more retention. The Yeager style is the Kydex extends all the way up here, and like James Yeager says, it's not to you know, for comfort of your body against the gun. It's so when you're reholstering, you can feel where the holster is and slide it in. Okay, and also it has more coverage back here as well. It does not cover the trigger guard on this model. Some of the Yeager holsters do, not the trigger guard, I'm sorry, the magazine release button. I know some of the Yeager style holsters do, from NSR Tactical, do cover that. That's one of James Yeager's little pet peeves there. But this one that I had customized obviously does not cover that. But guys, this is a very comfortable holster for Kydex. It's not a small gun to carry, you know. It takes some getting used to, but I really do enjoy it, and it's something that definitely I can run daily, and it's fine. I do have a smaller gun that I run at home when I'm just around the house in my gym shorts, and that's my Glock 43. Sorry, my Glock 42. I apologize. And that's just a regular small little Kydex holster and clips. No, sorry, it's my Glock 43. Yeah, my Glock 43. I get those two confused. I do have both, but it's the Glock 43 that I carry around. So, but this is my gun when I leave the house. Obviously, you got to have a spare mag. I did not want to have a separate magazine holster on my belt. That would just print too much. So I wanted in the pocket option and sticky holsters. They actually make holsters in the waistband holsters that have no retention on them. It's just literally, it's the sticky material that fits between your pants and your body. I can't vouch for those, but I did get some of their magazine holsters, and this goes right in my front left pocket. It works out great. All right, holds my spare mag right there. It's easy. I can put my hand in the pocket, take out the magazine, no issues whatsoever. Again, sticky holsters is the name of that. Works. They make a ton of different things. I saw them today at the NRA show. Great guys, and they have a ton of different stuff. So yeah, this is my, you know, everyday carry. Again, this is kind of stable, at least for the time being. I don't see me changing this anytime soon, along with the wallet and the tourniquet. But definitely, the light will be changing. The knife / multi-tool will be changing. I have several of Cameron's pens, and the Apple Watch is always on me. So that's pretty much it, guys. I know a version of this video is going to be spliced together with Jack's EDC, so you'll be able to see what he carries. He is pretty similar. It's a little bit different. He has a little bit different lifestyle than I do, so it's neat to see the different perspectives. And yeah, guys, I love EDC videos. I mean, who doesn't? You know, Instagram and over on YouTube. So if you haven't done one yet, I encourage you to do one, and let's see what you carry. This is how I got a lot of ideas for this. I mean, it's from YouTube. So anyway, guys, that's it. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast over at The Realistic Prepper on iTunes. I'm not real active on YouTube these days, so just follow me over on Instagram, Instagram/David Banther. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.